What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Life Unlimited Coaching channel. This is Coach Kayla, and today I wanted to talk about what to do when life throws you curveballs. This question actually was brought up by one of my clients, and she ran into two situations in the same week. Okay, so she had one situation where they had a medical emergency with someone, and so she ended up in the hospital and didn't know what to do. She was off plan, and life threw a curveball, right? And the other situation happened where her kids came home and they wanted to go get a pizza. And so her big question was like, what do you do when life throws you curveballs? And so I'm a huge baseball fan. And so we're going to run with this whole baseball analogy of life throwing you curveballs. Okay. So if you're up to bat, right? You're crushing it, whatever. You're up to bat, life throws you a curveball. There's really three options that you have in that situation. Okay. You could swing, you could hit it, but you could also miss. Okay. You could take the pitch, which means you're just not going to swing. You're just going to let the pitch go. Right. Or you can bunt. Okay. So now let's take Lynn's situation where she's in the emergency happens. They end up in the hospital. They're spending the day there or the night, and she can't eat what was planned. She can't get her workout in like she thought or whatever, right? What does she do? Well, she could swing, okay? And in my head, if you swing, it's like you had somewhat of a plan. Maybe her dinner was prepped, or maybe like that's kind of what I would put it. Like her dinner was prepped and planned, so she took it with her, okay? She could swing. She could swing and hit it. But that would take more preparation and more planning, more training to be able to hit that curveball. You see what I'm saying? And so that's a rare scenario. Rare. Another way you could swing, though, is you could find a restaurant that you know nearby that you know has healthy options that actually fit into your plan. So that would be another way you could swing. Okay. It doesn't take as much preparation, but it does take some training beforehand, because you know the area, you know the restaurants, you've done it before, all of that stuff. Okay. So swinging and hitting a curveball takes training, right? The other option is you could take, okay? In this situation, she's just going to be like, you know what? It is what it is. I can't control what happened. And instead of worrying about staying on plan during this tragic or traumatic time that's going on, or this stressful time, at least, I'm just not going to worry about my food intake, and I'm just going to eat what's available, not stress. I'm stressed enough as it is, so I don't want to add this extra stress because I just don't want to. Okay. You could take the pitch. In this situation, you just need to be ready to swing at the next one. Okay. Meaning that pitch doesn't mean that you get to strike out the rest of the week. Okay. Because it is just one pitch, right? It's one pitch. There's always another one, as long as your count is not full, right? And in this situation, we would hope that you've been doing really well and you have a pitch to take. Okay. That's another good example, is you're just going to let it go. You'll get the next one. You'll start over tomorrow and you'll get going, right? And then the third option is bunt, okay? Bunting would be like, I don't really know. I haven't trained for this. I'm in a situation I'm not comfortable with. I don't know this pitcher. I haven't, all of this stuff. And so you're just going to put the bat out there and you're going to do the best you can, and you're just going to get the ball in play, okay? And in that situation, it's like, there's no restaurants open. It's the middle of the night. I don't really know, but I'm hungry and I'm stressed and I just need something. And so you go down to the cafeteria and you do the best you can with what you have. Okay. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is there a likelihood that you're going to get on base? I don't know. It's a bunt after all, but you are doing the best you can with the situation you have in front of you. Okay. And so that would be like the emergency room situation, right? Now, with other situations that come up, like your mom picks you up and wants to go to lunch, or your kids come home and they're like, Mom, let's order a pizza, right? I want to make, like, most of the time when people want to go eat with you, it has nothing to do with the food. Like, yeah, they might be hungry, but usually they just want to spend time with you. And so depending on how you want to approach the situation, you could look at it in one of three ways, right? You could swing. You'd be like, you know what? I would love to go get lunch with you, but I really want to go to one of these places because I'm trying, like it would fit what I'm trying to accomplish today a little bit better. Okay. So you could say that. So if your kids are like, Mom, let's get a pizza, you can be like, you know what? You can get a pizza. I'll go get you a pizza, but I'm going to eat this. Or, you know what? How about we go here instead? Or whatever. You can maneuver, you can control the situation a little bit, and you could swing, right? You could take same situation. You've been crushing it all week. You've been like, I'm just going to take this one because a hamburger sounds really good or a pizza sounds really good. And so I'm going to take this one, enjoy the pizza, and I'm going to get back on track tomorrow and swing and hit the next pitch, right? Or you could bunt. You could be like, pizza sounds good. You could do the best you could. So you could be like, I'm going to come, but I'm only going to have one slice of pizza. Or I'm going to come to the pizza place with you, but I'm going to order a salad or whatever they have, right? So there's different ways that you can approach the same situations or different situations in the same way when life does throw you curveballs, because the fact of the matter is life's always going to throw them. It's always going to throw them. And so the more prepared you can be, the better. And the way you get prepared is you practice. Okay. And how you practice is you're constantly trying to become this person who is always prepared for that curveball. Okay. And the likelihood that it's going to happen all the time, you're never going to always be prepared. Okay. You're always going to find yourself in a situation where you don't know. You don't know the pitcher. You don't know what to expect. You don't know if the curveball is going to drop. You don't know if it's going to swing sideways. You don't know. And it's okay to not know because you have other options. Okay. And it's okay to take the pitch. The only time it's not okay to take the pitch is if the game is on the line. Okay. And in my experience, the only time the game has ever been on the line is if you're doing a weight cut or something. Okay. Or maybe you're doing a fun challenge where you're trying to win money against your friends or something like that. Most of the time, all of us are not put in situations where the game is on the line and you actually genuinely have to stick to the plan or else, because this is life. This is life. Okay. And one day, even one at bat. Okay. So if we call a week an at bat, one at bat is not going to blow your career. Okay. It's when you're constantly just striking out. And then you're going to get cut, right? You're not going to be on the team anymore. You're not going to be able to play anymore. And we want to keep playing. And so the more you can view this as a long game, a lifestyle, and something that you constantly are working at over and over and over again, the more successful the more likely you are to be successful, because you're not trying to be perfect at it. It doesn't require perfection. It just requires showing up and giving your best day in and day out. And sometimes your best is taking the pitch. And if you happen to strike out, it's okay. There's going to be more at bats, but you have to be willing to stand back up and get back in the game. Okay. So hopefully this was valuable. I kind of loved that it turned into a baseball analogy, but anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I will catch you all in the next episode.